Dear students, today we will study electric field lines or electric lines of force. We know electric field is a vector quantity, so it has magnitude and direction. Magnitude means its intensity and its direction. So to represent its intensity and its direction, we have to make a picture or some graphical lines. By seeing these pictures or lines, we can know what is the direction of electric field and what is its intensity at any point. These lines are virtual or imaginary lines which represents electric field at a location. These lines are called electric field lines. We know electric field is basically a force experienced on a unit positive test charge. So, electric field lines are also called as electric lines of force. Now, we will study the properties of these field lines or electric lines of force. So, what are the properties? So the first property is, for an isolated positive charge, electric field lines are directed radially outward and they are directed radially inward for an isolated negative charge, because if we take a positive test charge here, then this positive charge will repel this positive test charge, so the direction is radially outward, and here the direction of lines of force or electric field lines is radially inward. If we take a system of two charge, that means positive or negative, then field lines are always start from positive and end or terminate at negative. So the direction is from positive and it ends at negative charge. So electric field lines are discontinuous loop. It is not continuous. In future, we will study in magnetic field lines that magnetic field lines are a continuous loop. But here the electric field lines are discontinuous. It is not a continuous loop. So now how to check the direction of electric field with the help of electric field lines? Here, the electric field lines start from positive charge and it terminates or ends at negative charge. Suppose we take a test charge, we take a positive test charge here and we want to know the direction of electric field at this point. So here positive charge will repel this positive test charge with high magnitude, because this test charge is more closer to the positive charge than this negative charge, and this negative charge repel this positive test charge. And suppose due to this positive charge, the direction of electric field, this is E1, is on this side, and due to this negative charge, the magnitude is very small because it is far away from this test charge. So this is the electric field intensity E2. So here the resultant electric field is the vector sum of this E1 and E2, and it is in this direction. This is the resultant electric field, and we observe that this resultant direction of electric field is the tangent drawn on the field lines at this point. Suppose this point is P, and this resultant tangent, this tangent will show the resultant direction or the direction of electric field. So the second property is the tangent. The tangent at any point. Suppose here is the point and here is the tangent. Here is the tangent. So at any point, the tangent on the line of on the lines of force gives the direction of electric field at that point or at this point. The third property is two lines of force. Suppose here there are two lines of force, that is AB and A dash B dash. Two lines of force never intersect each other. Suppose there are two field lines intersecting each other at point P. To show the direction of electric field at point P, we have to draw a tangent at the point P on AB lines. So here is the tangent drawn at this point P on the lines of force due to AB line. On this line, this is the tangent and this is the direction of force. Again, on the field lines A dash B dash, the tangent, suppose this is the tangent and this tangent is suppose E2. It shows the direction of resultant electric field at this point P. So there will be possibility of two electric field intensity E1 and E2 at this point P, which is impossible. Hence, two lines of force never intersect each other. The fourth property is the number of lines of force per unit area is proportional to magnitude of electric field. Suppose we take a small area, a small ring of this area, and here the number of lines of force passing this small area is 2, suppose, and the same area, if we take here, the number of lines of force is passing here is 1. So we can say more concentration of lines of force represent stronger electric field. So here this is strong, this represents stronger electric field, and since here one electric field lines is passing this area, this small area, so we can say this is weaker electric field. Here the intensity is stronger and here the intensity is weaker. We know that two unlike charges attract each other, so the lines of force tend to contract longitudinally or lengthwise due to the property that two unlike charges attract each other. And here, if we take two same charge, similar charge, the lines of force tend to exert lateral pressure sidewise because they repel one another laterally. These lines of force will not come to this side, and these lines of force will not come to this side because it is not allowed. It is not allowed that two lines of force will intersect each other. So it tends to exert lateral pressure sidewise. The next property is electric field lines are always at right angle to the surface, If these field lines are not at right angle to the surface, then it should make some angle with the surface. Suppose this is the direction and it is making an angle theta with the surface. Suppose it is making an angle theta with the surface, and since electric field is a vector quantity, we can resolve it into two components, that is horizontal components and vertical components. Suppose this is E or this is F, direction of force, that is the direction of electric field. So this is F cos theta and this is F sin theta. If the lines of force are not normal to the conductor, the components of electric field parallel to the surface would cause electrons to move and would set a current on the surface. But we know there is no current flow in the equilibrium condition and this charge is at rest. Here in the electrostatics chapter, we will study that this charge is at rest. So, at equilibrium, this F cos theta or QE cos theta, because F is equal to QE, so QE cos theta is equal to 0 because this charge is not moving due to this component. So, QE cos theta is equal to 0. So, since Q and E is not equal to 0, so cos theta is equal to 0. So theta must be 90 degree. So these lines of force at this surface at this surface must be 90 degree or normal to this conductor or normal to this charge surface. Thank you.